I'm going to have kept you for the whole 90. I'm sorry about that. I meant to go a little shorter than that. Just because I'm worried about your knees. I'm worried for you. Like I said, we have to do it together. And if any of you are tired of me, you can go ahead and leave. It's okay. I'm really concerned about everybody's time. I really always am. This is one of the number one things I talk about with my shrink.
It's so loud. We're here for you. Here another 30.
I don't like about one group of people in the country. And this song has put me in such close proximity with them that in some ways I regret writing it. But in another way, the thing that you're most afraid of is the thing that's going to come to you, right? If you're afraid of clowns, then you're going to see a clown and be like, whoa! And in that way, it is a self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't know how to escape that psychological fact of fear, right? It's like somewhere in our lizard brain, we were designed to be afraid of a thing that will eventually appear to us, right? Like a saber-toothed tiger or something. But for some reason, my saber-toothed tiger is not a saber-toothed tiger. It's not death. I'm ready to die. It's magicians. I don't like magicians. They freak me out. You make a cotton ball disappear behind your ear, I'm running for the hill. These days, sometimes I get mad. Like, don't try to trick me. And I identified this phenomenon very particularly when I was surrounded by magicians in southern Missouri one time. No, southern Florida, worse than southern Missouri. I was trying to think of one of the worst places I've ever been. Yeah, southern Florida's worse. In southern Missouri, and I'm from northern Arkansas, so you know. Yeah, borders are imaginary. Inventions of the state, like gender. Anyways, am I getting political again? I don't like magicians. I got cornered by a bunch of magicians in South Florida, and I got to thinking that their profession was endangered by the age of the internet, that an ancient profession was going to go the way of the dodo bird just because of TikTok and Instagram and people giving their secrets up. And I got to thinking that folk singing may be much the same, that banjo-playing nerds are probably going to go the same direction. So I should have something in common with these guys. I want to write a little song for every weirdo that has a weird job. It's called Tulsa's Last Magician. Well, Tulsa's last magician got his start at 4. He pulled a quarter from his own ear and spun it on the floor. Said there's no good tricks but old ones, and lying ain't that hard. So he saved up all his quarters. He bought a deck of cards. And he learned ragtime piano, though his teacher thought him slow. He got a black belt in karate from a pawn shop video. And he practiced all his worst mistakes in a dirty bathroom mirror. And when his parents drank, he learned to disappear. And his classmates thought him funny and good at sleight of hand. But he had this grand finale they just couldn't understand. They demanded explanation when the card pulled was their own. That's why Tulsa's last magician lost his... Oh no, that's not the words. I've gone to the centerpiece of the Bill Dunscrum, and I have to go back to the beginning of the hero's journey. I apologize. It goes like this. Well, it's hard to tell the whole truth of a family sawed in half. That's why Tulsa's last magician left his home so fast. He's gotta leave home first. Well, down and out in Reno, gone broke in Santa Fe, turning tricks on Los Sueñeros out in California. They pushed him up against the wall, said, buddy, get a grip. So he learned to set himself on fire on the Las Vegas Strip. And he wandered down to Tampa, blew everybody's mind, 'cause the crowd was cheap and easy there on beer and blowing wine. They said, I wonder where my dollar went, had the flower bloom so fast. He said, I can't reveal my secrets, they rarely failed to ask. Yeah, the crowd all thought him funny, good at sleight of hand, But he had this grand finale and they refused to understand. They demanded explanation when the card pulled was their own. And that's why Tulsa's last magician was able to do the next part of the story, where he headed home. The hero returns home and then becomes the prodigal son. It's Joseph Campbell. Well, he said he'd learn computers like his second foster dad and free range all the rabbits that were living in his head. His investments all went swimmingly, had the cash on hidden strings. His promotions were a certainty, could make the numbers sing. Now time and space is easy for magic to control. Still it was 40 years of working before he noticed he was old. Now his great escape and act is just untying both his shoes. And most days he's in his easy chair yelling at the news. And the weatherman is funny, talking with his hands. But black clouds are coming in and no one understands how somebody's true religion is always someone else's joke. And that's why Tulsa's last magician kind of just went up in the smoke. So friend, if you're the kind that thinks no one quite gets quite what you are, like you're a cobbler or mechanic in this age of flying cars, if you think that you see right behind what's right before our eyes, you might be a small town's last magician in disguise. And we need you to be funny. Please be good at sleight of hand, cause there's a grand finale we can't hope to understand. There's a 1 in 52 chance it's real magic and it's true. Won't you please help us believe? Won't you please help us believe in you? As you may be able to tell, I'm losing my voice a little bit. I'm not used to a 50 show run. I'm really not. I mean, I've done it before, but I've only ever done it when there was like a little bit less in the way of like large rooms and stuff like that. It's been a marvelous transformation, but the result is that I do a little bit of hacking and squeezing and wheezing up here. So.
Are you doing it with your whole fucking heart?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that scares me is I worry that it'll give out because if you can't tell, it's fairly real to me still, right? And I worry that I'm gonna wake up and it'll just go away. And then I'll just like my sinuses will open up. Be able to breathe the fresh air and I'll never need to sing again. At this rate it won't happen, but in the meantime I appreciate your forbearance because we're gonna do one more song, and because I'm losing my voice, I want you to sing it with me.